Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Morning with Jesus. So grab your cup of coffee or your cup of tea or whatever is your beverage of choice. Sit back and relax and listen to these wonderful messages from Jesus. They are meant to give you the inspiration and the information for creating the life that you truly want to live. So first off, we'll start off with introducing ourselves, and I will ask the magical DC Love to go first. DC, you're on.
Thank you, Barbara. I always grab a cup of love before the show, so I have my little cup of love with me. This is DC, and I was told by Spirit and Barbara to call myself the magical DC Love, so I'm trying to get used to that. Everyone, this is the magical DC Love. I bring messages and guidance from the angels, the Ascended Masters, and sometimes even Joan Rivers. I started off by actually bringing I was channeling healing messages from Jesus prior to starting on this part of my journey, and it has been like a life-changing experience. I can't even explain it. I mean, it's so beautiful. So since then, when I've gotten on this part of the journey, I also became a Reiki master in the Asui and Saki methods and I teach them as well. I'm certified with the American Federation of Certified Psychics and Mediums. I did have a background in law enforcement, and I've hung up my 357, and now love is my revolver. So I'm just here to help people in a loving way. Love is what I am. It's what I do. It's what I listen to. Everyone, good morning. This is the magical DC Love.
Well, thank you, DC.
Thank you.
Okay, and I am Barbara Amazing Grace Reynolds. And I've had an interesting journey. I am currently a freedom and empowerment life coach. I am a conscious channel, and I am an infinity healer. And I'm a lot of other things. It's so difficult sometimes to actually tell you about me because I'm always changing, I'm always evolving, and so it's like, who am I today? But if you're one of those people that actually needs to know more about the person that you're listening to or working with, then feel free to go to my website at divinelyguidedhealing.com and click on the tab that says Morning with Jesus. And at the bottom of that page, there are pictures of DC Love and myself, and there are also Learn More buttons. And if you click on those Learn More buttons, it will take you to our actual bio kind of setups on our websites. And so clicking on DC's Learn More button will take you to DC's website. So then you can set up a session with her or anything that you wanted to do. And you'll already be on my website, so you can do whatever it is that feels right for you. Okay, I think I've got all of that out of the way, and we are ready for some messages. So, DC, would you like to share what you have?
Yes, I have a few. I'll start off with this one. It's like jumping out at me. Circumstances do not make a man, they reveal him. Ordinary men and women who face the most challenging situations have risen to extraordinary heights. You were blessed with the ability to make positive changes in your life. Have enough courage to trust in God and trust in His love for you. He has the power to help you. Have confidence in God and listen as He speaks to your heart. He speaks to all of us. He speaks to us as we pray and meditate. We just have to train our ears to listen, to hear His voice. He connects with us and desires. Be still and know that I am God. Hear my voice. God's love cannot be fully explained. It must be experienced. God speaks to us every day and in every way. He's constantly speaking to us. Take a moment to listen with your heart and the voice of your soul. Allow His wisdom to flow to you. As you welcome God into your life and trust in His guidance, you will begin to walk the path of your higher self. Trust what you hear and where your soul leads you. Listen to the voice of your soul, and you will discover your passion. Surrender to your higher self. Resonate with the infinite creation of who you are. Connect with others who are on your frequency. You will expand your consciousness, and your energy and light will expand too. We must all come together and share our light with others. Unite and share your love. We are all one. Breathe, love, relax. Together we have found peace. Rest in this beautiful space. That was the first message, Barbara. And I think there's two more little ones. We are all walking the same journey. We are driven by a universal force to arrive at the same destination. Not all of those who wander are lost. Allow the beautiful journey of today to begin by letting go of yesterday. As we connect with others on our path, we are meant to join together and share our love and compassion, and to bring peace and hope to each other. This is God's plan. Embrace your personal journey. It is a way to really learn more about yourself. And often it's not the destination that matters as much as enjoying every step and what you discover along the way. God has a wonderful plan for your life, and it's tailored just for you. Trust in God's plan. He loves you. Take time and experience this wonderful gift. With the spiritual tools you are given, your life will be filled with health, success, prosperity, and abundance. You will also have a happy life and feel truly free. We can all experience better in our lives. Why not invite God into your life today and experience a whole new way of living? He will change and heal you. What a fantastic relationship. God does not force anything on us. What we do is always our own decision. Only when we follow Him can He lead us to take steps to having a new life. God's plan for our life is a loving plan. But it's not only a good plan, it's the perfect plan. Make an appointment with God today and go over your personal life plan. You're in good hands with God. And then the other message that I had is love is the bridge between you and everything. The more that you nurture a feeling of loving kindness, the happier you will be. Each of us comes into this life with a special purpose and unique gifts. Realize this and awaken to your spiritual love. When you are not in a state of love, you are in a state of fear. I have found that if you love until it hurts, there can be no more hurt, only more love. When there is love in your heart, everything outside of you becomes lovable. You owe yourself the love that you so freely give to others. The world needs more people who love themselves. Let your love send out so much positive energy that it shifts the vibration of where you are right now. Our days are happier when we give a little piece of our heart instead of giving others a piece of our mind. Real love means you expect nothing in return, and let love be the only motivation of your heart. Let the love that exists within you hold all pain and transmute it back into perfect love. I choose to remain in a state of unconditional love, a state where love can never be hurt or destroyed. Love is always the way. There are many ways to connect with God, and I choose love. Let love be the divine force of your life. Choose to create, share, and attract unconditional love. Allow unconditional love to hold you in its fearless embrace. Unconditional love is love without strings. Let this love be who you are. It is a natural state of being. Love is the energy that holds everything together. Love is encoded into the fabric of the universe. Your very spirit is the creative force of love. It is a gift that revives our human spirit. Live with an open heart. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Let us love one another as God loves us. God intends that the love of Him and the love of man be inseparable. Be transformed and renewed by the love of God. Let today be the day that you love yourself, forgive yourself, and free yourself from worry. Decide to love and accept yourself for who you are. Love yourself more. Write yourself the love letter you've always wanted to receive. Self-love is so empowering. Remember, all things are possible when love is present. I love you, Jesus.
Thank you, DC. I love those
Oh,
messages.
thank you. Thank you. They were just coming here and there, and it was like, wow.
Yeah. Hmm. There's so much. Okay. My mind is going from one thing to another to another. I was reading what someone had written on some website, some group I belong to, and they were talking about how we have to have problems in our lives in order for us to evolve. It's part of the process. We have to have problems. And it made me realize that we really are taught that, but that's not true. And the more I step out of those old beliefs and the need to have problems, and I just start allowing my life to flow from the love, the more I'm actually evolving. It's actually faster and easier when you are coming from love. Because, for one thing, there's nothing to fix. There's nothing to overcome. You're just flowing with what feels right for you, what is meant to be in your life. It's just such a different way of being than that old way that says, okay, I've got a problem, I have to solve it. Because that way just always has you looking for problems. And problems are not fun. They really aren't.
Oh, they certainly aren't. Oh, my goodness.
So I love that message about creating from love, letting love be the bridge, and just opening up to that new way of being who you already are.
Definitely.
And that's just such a wonderful part of this year, the year of conscious creation. At least that's what I've decided that it is. So, which means that
is, oh my gosh. And Barbara, you just, you know what, that's why I resonate like with your energy and, like gravitate towards like people, because you're always like in an uplifting mood, and you're always doing something positive. And, there's people out there that they thrive on just the opposite,
Yes, they do.
And you encourage people. And I was just reading, like, as I'm looking down, they told me that I could become anything, so I became everything, So it's just, we put limitations on ourselves, and that's the thing. And I mean, you could be happy every day, you could be miserable. It's always a choice, You could choose, like you said, to have problems. But I mean, you could, choose not to have problems, and, if something comes up, you could right away find a solution. It's just all a matter of choice.
It really is.
I just feel like, I feel so connected to you and other members, of our little community and everything. And it's just, it's a choice, and, you find that like energy, and it's sort of like, you have a bland plate of food, and then you put that beautiful seasoning on it, and it really tastes so much differently,
Yes. Yes, I love that.
So we're all connected. I mean, we are all connected, And I mean, my path started in a different way than yours, and yours started in a different way than others, but we all find ourselves at the same, place, which is kind of cool.
Right, which means there is no one way of getting there. Everybody makes their own choices in every moment.
Oh. Well, I was like a little bit harder to resonate with listening to my own guidance and everything, so it took me a while. I mean, the angels and my guides and everything, it took them a while to say, hey, she's not listening. And I still, at times, I don't listen. I do make a little mistake here and there. And the funny thing I had told you about this morning is during the Christmas holidays, I was rushing around. I needed a coffee maker, and I was so excited. The next morning, have a fresh cup of coffee, and I opened up. I'm like, what did I buy? Oh, my goodness. I bought this tiny little coffee maker. It's like a travel, I guess, coffee maker, and it says it makes like 5 cups. I'm thinking, I'm just going to make the whole pot and put a straw. It's a teeny weeny cup. But you know what? I use it and I laugh every day because it's a reminder, pay attention. So I'm laughing over my coffee. I'm drinking my coffee in the morning, and it gives me a laugh every morning. And then I hear your toast is burning, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I ran over and I saved my raisin toast. So I'm starting to listen a little bit better.
Oh, yes, it is wonderful.
But my teeny little coffee maker, like I said, it's just, it's a reminder every day, like, pay attention.
Mhm.
What's the best, like $8.90 or whatever that I spent, I think, in 2015. It does make coffee. Not a lot, but it does.
Well, maybe you don't need as much coffee as you used to, so that's okay.
Yeah, I feel that's true too. So I laugh.
Life is always teaching us something.
It is.
Okay. So I think that Jesus is ready to flow now. I guess he's had his cup of coffee. Okay. Your life really is meant to be easier than you've ever allowed it to be. Sometimes we are amazed at the difficulties that each of you create for yourselves. Some of you are so busy creating your difficulties and then wondering why your life is so hard when that is exactly what you are creating. You don't realize how much power you have. You don't realize that it's you who is deciding what you are experiencing. That is the whole beauty of life, that you have decided to come and be in this physical form so that you can create experiences for yourself. And you create those experiences, whether they're good or bad, because that's what you've decided that you're going to create. So by making this a year of conscious creation, you actually get to look at what you are creating in every moment. And you are not stuck with what you created in the past. You can make changes in any and every moment that will change things in your life. And when you open up to being in that flow of love, that flow of wonder, that flow of openness, then things don't have to be so tragic. You don't have to see everything as, oh my gosh, why did I do that? I've just screwed up my life even more. You can just see everything as being an interesting experience. And you can decide which of those interesting experiences you enjoyed, and you can create more of them. You really are not this limited little person. And stepping out of all of those old beliefs can just seem to take forever, and we understand that. But that's okay, because you actually have forever. Because you are an eternal being. So don't waste your time beating yourself up about what you've done or what you should have done or what someone else said you should have done or any of that kind of stuff. Let that go. Think about how you actually want your life to be. And I'm only talking about your life because that is the only one that you are responsible for. Yes, you can have visions of changing the world, bringing world peace, and all of those other wonderful things that people want to create. And when you have that vision of the world being at peace, know that that starts with you being at peace. So if your life is full of turmoil and anger and all of these negative emotions, you're not creating the world that you're envisioning. Let your visions start with you. Let the things that you want to see changed out there in the world change in your life first. Allow yourself to be in the energy of what you are creating. And then you are sending that energy out into the world because you are always sending out energy. Let it be the energy that's actually going to create what you desire. And that means that sometimes you have to shift your focus. You have to let go of the whole idea that you're having a bad day. And what's so terrible about that? Give that a try. Do it for today. Decide that today is going to be a wonderful day. That you are going to have a magical, amazing day. That everything is just going to flow. And you are constantly going to be surprised by how wonderful everything is. Do it just for today and see if it makes a difference. And see if you start to notice when you are stepping back into that, oh, this is a bad day, this is a problem, blah, 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 blah. Let yourself let all of that go. Let yourself come back into the flow of love. Let yourself start creating what you consciously desire. This is your life. These are your choices. And there is no one who can do it for you. You are responsible for you. Accept that responsibility. Love yourself. Embrace yourself. Embrace your life. Embrace your wonderful journey. And see what changes. And remember, as always, we are here for you. So if you want our assistance, all you have to do is ask. And remember that you are asking us to assist you because we are not going to just wave a magic wand and change you. That would take away your freedom of choice, and we would never do that. But we will give you nudges. We will give you hints. We will bring you things that, when you open up to them, can change your life. So be open to the assistance that we offer. And definitely get rid of that whole idea that you want us to come in and take over and just fix everything. Because you're not broken. You're evolving. Be the love that you seek. Okay. That was how we ended.
Wow, that was beautiful, beautiful. And you know what, Barbara, we're supposed to go, through life with balance and grace. It's not supposed to be hard. So we should, if people can't go through life with balance and grace, they could come and they can find Barbara Amazing Grace to help them. So if they can't do it on their own, we're here to help. You're always supposed to go through life with, like I said, with balance and grace. So maybe it's Barbara Amazing Grace that they have to connect with,
Well, they're allowed to do that, so that's fine.
Yes. another wonderful Jesus. I feel that fuzzy feeling again, which is so welcome. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Another beautiful morning.
It is.
What a way to start our day.
Yes. I still can't get used to the idea that it's January. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess this means that we've come to the end of another show, and thank you everyone for listening. And if there's anything that you have questions about, any whatever, then feel free to send us an email when you're on the website at divinelyguidedhealing.com, and you click on the tab Morning with Jesus. It will give you an email address where you can send any questions that you have. Feel free to use that. Feel free to send your questions so that you can get the answers that are going to help you to become who you really want to be. Because it is time for us all to start consciously creating our lives to be magical, to be amazing, to be whatever it is that resonates with our souls. So we encourage you to do that. Okay, do you see any parting words?
I just want to say thank you, Barbara. I mean, this has been another amazing morning, and thank everyone for joining us. And please come back and join us again next week, and have a blessed weekend.
Yes, definitely. And have some fun. Don't forget, fun is allowed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we will be back next Tuesday morning, and we look forward to talking to you then. Bye-bye, everybody.
Goodbye.